Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Libra Full Moon reading. So this is good for all placements of Libra. We're focusing on the fact that we have a beautiful full moon in Libra coming up on around the 12th of April. It's the 12th through the 13th, depending on where you are. This full moon is called the pink moon, and it is associated with balance, harmony, and partnerships. So this is a very powerful time of manifestation, as all full moons are. And as you can see on this card, power, clarity, culmination. Those could be themes, as well as, since it's the pink moon, it's renewal, beauty, and happiness. And for some of you, you could expect commitment. You could expect an exciting declaration of love, perhaps. And it is important to note that even though it's called the pink moon, it is not actually going to appear pink. That would be lovely, but that is not the case. It's just the name of the moon, okay? And it has to do with the pink moon is associated with new and exciting opportunities, focusing on the new, transcendence, maturity, fullness, fertility, and it's your first steps onto a new path. And as you know, a lot of the times with full moons, that is, again, it's the closing of the moon cycle. And so maybe you yourself are closing out a cycle. So this sort of energy is going to help us attract what we need. Okay, it's going to help us create a more balanced life and also just leading a more harmonious life. Now, this is a reading that's for all who want to be here, but I do tend to read for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement of Libra. But because it is a full moon happening in Libra, I think there are messages probably here for all signs. So in this video, we're going to use tarot and oracle cards. We're going to tap into the moon's energy. We're going to see how we can help manifest abundance, work with the energies of the moon. How can we release blocks? How can we keep our energy sort of high vibing? We'll use a variety of tarot and oracle decks. All right. And we'll see how we can gain clarity and insight here into just what this moon is all about. All right. And let's pull the Libra card. The Libra card here is, it says love, balanced, indecisive, sweet, peaceful, diplomatic, graceful, partnerships, aesthetics, truth, charm. These could all be connected to this full moon for you, to this beautiful pink moon in Libra. So those could be some keywords, common themes. And let's go ahead and get busy with some tarot cards. I wanted to also point out that we are having Venus finally going retrograde. Now, Venus is the ruler of Libra. I am not an astrologer. I'm not even going to play one on TV here. But I do want to just point out some kind of like pretty common knowledge for the tarot community is that, you know, Venus has been in retrograde. Mercury has been in retrograde. Mercury has come out of retrograde this week, and Venus will follow with this full moon. That is when Venus will come out. So that could be very harmonious with regard to relationships. Maybe not immediate, but you know, it'll be a nice shift of energy nonetheless. So Venus tying into love, beauty, romance, harmony, again, relationships. This is going to be a full moon that is, it may feel different than some of the other full moons. Okay. It is certainly blessings, things blossoming. For some of you, this is going to be new love, a new partnership. This is also, again, letting go of maybe what hasn't worked. All right, so let's see, what do we have? Let's get some tarot cards. We will use the very spring-like Stars edition of the Spring Weight Tarot by Tarot Collectibles. All the decks I use are in the description box, including all these moon cards that I just pulled. Devil, my goodness. So what are you releasing? Who or what are you releasing? Wow. So there's Capricorn energy there. Let's see what else we have. Ace of Swords. It's clear. Whatever it is, it's clear. It's very clear. There's a breakthrough here. All right. So there's an unhealthy attachment for some of you that you may have, and you're getting clarity here, and then you're going to use your beautiful sword to break through this energy, whatever this has been for you. For some of you, it really is going to be a huge release. You could be releasing materialism, envy, addiction, dependency, whatever it is that makes you feel stuck, that you can't go to that next level. It could even be fear, anything to do with fears, maybe even, like just a tricky, sticky energy. It's funny, they used a bee here, and then they show this, I say tricky, sticky with this energy, and they have people like honey here, you know? they're having to deal with this mess. But sometimes, I mean, we have been getting the Tower a lot lately, and I feel like that is like, it's like needing to shift the energy, to clear things out. And I feel for a lot of you, you're focusing on what has gotten in the way and what is unhealthy, and what are you letting go of. And that's exactly what the Ace of Swords can help us do. And it can help us uncover and see the truth. And here we have the Queen of Wands, and only then can we move forward, really. I feel as though, well, we can move forward anyway, but I feel like that's, really going to being able to address what needs to be addressed, and seeing, and being very clear on what it is, who it is, the people, places, things that you need to eliminate, break free from. Then you can really step into your Queen of Wands power, that very intuitive, on the go, very action oriented queen. And this is someone who has such determination and passion. They are self-assured. They have the courage. They have the confidence. This is very creative energy. Very much like, it reminds me of the Empress in some ways. What else do we have? Our first 3 cards out. Wow. I get you're seeing through someone's negativity too. And you're saying, you know what? That's not my point of view. That's not mine. I don't have to take that. Choosing more to go about things with balance and harmony. And that is not something that devil energy would want, and devil energy would be unhealthy attraction. And Venus coming in, that is sort of the planet of like love, relationships, and attraction here. Venus coming back direct, it's going to be a very powerful energy, because when the planet first comes direct again, from what I understand, it's a very powerful shift. Ace of Pentacles, and there it is. And with that powerful shift could come a brand new opportunity for you. This is a new beginning. You have 2 aces now. You have 2 ones. So that is a new start. That is maybe you even doing something solo here. Let's see what else we have. Again, clarity. Oh yeah, okay. 9 of Cups. There's that satisfaction, that fulfillment. Now you're going to decide though who's worth it, and again, like who you want to, share your new abundance with. Too. There's something here where you may be feeling a little closed off to partnerships, to emotions in some way. Hopefully this new energy will kind of allow you to overcome that energy, so that you can be in a more a state of a state of abundance, and more, again, balance and harmony. That's what this whole full moon's going to have to do with, balance and harmony. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is some sort of stability here, some sort of stable offer coming in. The Knight of Pentacles, knights are generally associated with action. And this could be something pretty reliable, actually. This is about you realizing that some habits, like this devil energy here, it's hard to resist in some ways, but it's possible, especially if you take small steps and you don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed. That's what the devil energy would want you to become, overwhelmed and confused and disoriented. But with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like, no, it's a very steady action. It's careful planning. It's something that is going to lead more to a much more fulfilling outcome than just that quickness and the giving into temptation that devil energy would bring. So you have again the 8 of Pentacles, and that is that steady progress, really putting in the work. Are you really ready to put in the work? Some of you, that's what you're getting clear of with this full moon. If coming up with a plan. A lot of the time, this full moon card here, a lot of the time, the full moon does have to do with bringing in new blessings and releasing what's no longer serving you. This is a time for blossoming, celebration. It is literally a time for blossoming, that's why it's the pink moon. It's associated with, I believe it's associated with the flowers of the spring, that April brings. And, recharging your energy, doing that inner work, letting go of the fear, so that you can more adequately manifest. All right. And we will get into what we need to do and what do we need to surrender to and release. And you have maybe a surrender to release to that conflict here that's keeping you feeling stuck. Now you can see everyone here is wearing something different. They all have a different opinion. They all have a different way of going about things. And what you need to figure out though is what way is going to feel what feels best for you, Queen of Wands. What feels best for you, as the Queen of Wands being in the very center of this whole reading. That would symbolize your energy. And you have the Hermit. Okay, so that's star within. You're going to be given some sort of intuitive, insightful guidance. It's actually coming from within you. And for a lot of us, it's like, rather than looking out at, say, everybody's got an opinion, and that, who cares, it's that has less to do with your personal transformation than how you feel, right? So that little bunny coming out of the hole, we're shining. I think for some of you, what the full moon can do is really illuminate any sort of devilish energy, dark energy, low vibration, anything you would associate with that word. Okay. And it can really bring into light, maybe even, the shadow work you've been doing, or bring into light, the fears within. That's the whole energy of the moon, breaking free from the illusions and shining a light on things, and going on that higher path, like the lobster does. Lobster gets ready, and the dogs, meanwhile, the dog and the wolf are like distracted by barking and howling at the moon. If you look at the card, we can actually dig that out. And what you want to be is, you want to be that lobster. You want to be that one who's actually coming out of the water, the healing water, and the pool of consciousness, I guess you could call it, and then going towards your new path. See, there we are. See, the lobsters like coming out and going towards, and the dog and the wolf, meanwhile, are distracted by the illusions, the confusion, the fear, the anxiety. And I feel like you, as the Hermit, you're totally coming out of that. You're coming out of that. You are coming from a much more grounded, centered place. And that's your new path. That's your new way. That's your new cycle. And that is what clarifies that Ace of Pentacles, right? So you can now choose a new path for yourself. All right. Yeah, choose what feels right, and what is right. What's right for you? What's right for you? What else do we have? I heard Katie. So maybe Katie, Catherine, or someone could have just called your name or something. I was also getting like Kirkpatrick, a name like that. I am clairaudient, clairvoyant, lots of clairs. So I get channeled messages throughout. And you have this Four of Swords. And this is about you maybe resting, retreating, so that you can make that important decision. This is getting clear. All right, getting some clarity of thought here. Again, there's that truth that's coming out, the clarity, leading to a breakthrough, another opportunity for you. What is it that you need to get clear on? It could have something to do with transformation. We have the butterfly showing here. I feel like for a lot of you too, it's a very intuitive time, as it is for most people during full moons. It's a very, well, you're using your intuition to help you shine light on unseen problems into those dark corners. And again, that's what that Hermit's doing here. In this particular card, is they're actually seeing where their abundance lies, in a way, because that rabbit having to do with, prosperity and abundance. And that's the take I'm getting off. That's what I'm getting off the card. Yeah. And you have the Knight of Wands here, clarifying the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes it's just like the devil energy just wants you to stay stuck. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like in the Knight of Pentacles, you're realizing that it's like needing to take action and being willing to take action in, in what feels right, like towards your passion. Wands having to do with passion and action, and your creativity, your what is it that you feel good about? And you don't have to, it's a knight. It's like, you don't have to, be an expert. You can, but just, you do want to get started, though. That is part of this energy, is like, just get started. And you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And that could be somebody who, the Nine of Wands is really perseverance. So some of you, though, you're coming out of this time too, where maybe you're feeling as though, you were just about ready to give up, or you wanted to give up, but you could be feeling totally exhausted, unsure. There could be boundary issues at play here. Again, that's like, that's the energy that we want to move out of, and to unstick ourselves here. Let's get an outcome there for that. You have the Page of Cups, right? So there could be some sort of getting some a little sort of indication of of where you want something to go. Some of you, you really just, you need to get clear on what is it that you're trying to grow. What is it that you want to do? That's the choice, is what do you feel good about? What do you feel most in alignment with? Who or what, or where would you feel comfortable? And that can be, that could be one thing that's in the way, is not knowing, like not knowing where to start or how to start. Or for some of you, it's like, you should be doing something, but for whatever reason there is resistance. Now let's see what that's about. Page of Swords. It's like being afraid to be a beginner, or you wanting like total clarity. And see the hesitation? That's what's there. There it is. This is such a total clarifier for that. It's like, that's the hesitancy here. You have pages, you're feeling maybe too new at something, or like you're just not, you don't have all the resources, or you're not sure, if you know how to go about something. But you have what you need to get started, or you wouldn't have these aces already on the table. You would not have that. Now, for some of you, you're going to see this reading and the full moon hasn't happened yet. So give it some time. Let that full moon come in. It is a cardinal moon because Libra is a cardinal sign. And so it's going to be one, though, where, again, you're going to want to take initiative. You're going to want to step into your power, like with that Queen of Wands. So this is taking charge, being bold, being active, but you may not be feeling that energy at the time of this reading. All right. You may not be feeling it yet. So hang in there. Let's see what else we can do. What else do we have? I'm getting Cheryl as a name. You have the Lovers card, and you also have the Three of Pentacles. So a few things, come in with this. The Three of Pentacles has to do with collaboration, teamwork, maybe getting somebody's opinion on something. But here's the thing with the Lovers, is what matters most is like, do you love it? Do you choose it? Are you willing to be vulnerable? The Lovers card, a lot of the times they're standing there in the nude, and that's about vulnerability. And are you ready to be vulnerable? Are you ready to put yourself out there in front of an audience, or in front of someone, critics? Because everybody's going to have, that's what's clarifying this Five of Wands, okay, and the Queen of Wands. Are you going to be more like Queen of Wands and go for it? Are you going to be like, Five of Wands and like stuck in this inner conflict, or conflict even with others? That could be what's kind of holding you back, is like, what will other people think? Like, can you handle that criticism? Anytime you're going to do something new or big or brave, that's worth the reward, there's going to be some discomfort. And we're going to have to, at some point, we all have to be beginners like these pages, and we have to get started. Right. So, let's see. Yeah. All right. That's what could be in the way there. Let me just see if I get any messages off this. I mean, for the Lovers card, Gemini energy, I always get like alignment, And the thing is they're reminding me that Gemini is a mutable sign, and that's about your adaptability. You can adapt to whatever. You'll make necessary adjustments. It's not like you have to get it exactly perfect the first time. So some of you, it's having this like pessimistic perfectionism is what's getting in the way, and that could be the devil that's messing up. That could be the fly in the ointment. That could be why you're like afraid to get started for some. Yeah, let's see what else. This is, oh my goodness. I thought it was going to be the Empress, and it's actually oh my goodness. Okay, so I wanted to see what was on the bottom because I really was feeling Empress strong. So you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Ten of Cups. So you have double 10 energy. Now, these both are ones. Tens are completion of a cycle, but also the new beginning. And that is so in line with what a full moon is, right? It's new blessings at the completion of something else. Okay. So that's exactly what the 10 is. All right. That's yeah. Look at all the abundance here. Look at this. And look at this. This is like, something that is really rewarding and fulfilling. And that's what you have clarifying the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is a new path. And actually, I'm going to get you the 1010 card because they came out together. And I think 1010 is new path awaits. So let's see if it is in this deck. Yeah, it's a new path awaits. So let your soul grow and trust this new beginning. You deserve it. Some of you, that's what's in the way. You're not feeling like you deserve this, or you don't know how because it's never worked out before. I'm also getting like triple ones. So this is a great time for manifestation. The reason I'm getting triple one is I'm getting the one off the 1010, and then I was also getting the fact that you have the pentacles here. Actually, that would be 1111 because you have two. I'm sorry, the oh my gosh, and that's what fell out just now. Did you see that? So that's a sign of spiritual awakenings. So I was talking about the aces though. That's a one, and then you have the one and the one on the 1010. So you have 1111. That is you're drawn to higher vibrations. That's why this like dream of yours will not go away. And you notice you go from 1010 to 1111. And now 111 would be manifestation. It'd be awesome if we had that magician card here too. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out because this is a perfect time for you to be manifesting. Look on the clock, 333. Holy moly, number synchronicities, right? Now 333 is actually missing from this deck. I lost it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so I have it in my other deck. I have 2 copies of the deck. But anyway, let's see what else we get. Okay, so that's what was clarifying your Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity to go from the 9, the Hermit, to the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So I see that you are once you come into alignment and kind of like overcome some of these fears and obstacles that are holding you back, then that Wheel of Fortune can it moves forward. And it's not like some random spin of a wheel. It's like, again, it comes from everything that came before it in the Fool's journey, like having to do that hard work and being the magician and the Fool and optimistic and the magician, and then the High Priestess and tuning into your own intuition and realizing things are in cycles, and the Empress and the Emperor. You have to go through all of these cards in order to even get to the 10. And so that's why I feel like it's not just some magic spin of some karmic wheel. Yes, it can sometimes have to do with karma, but I feel like you're the one doing the work to clear the karma. Okay, so for some of you, like karmic debt is released. That came up in a recent reading. By the way, if you're interested in other your other signs, like because we're more than just our sun and rising sign. If you're interested, I do have a second channel. I will hold up a piece of paper now. It's called Mantic Mystic Messages. All right. And there you can find all your signs. It's a new channel, all signs. So there's that. I do weekly readings there and other readings. You all have an April reading up for each zodiac sign. All right. What else do we have though? Let's get back into the 9 of Cups and now the 4 of Swords. Getting that clarity, leading to fulfillment, and it's judgment. There it is. You have to make a call on something, the judgment call. This is about you. Again, there's vulnerability. You notice you have another card where the people are naked. So you have judgment, you have the devil, you have the lovers. And then in all those cards, the people are generally not wearing clothes. I have them clothed here, or at least something to do with clothes, sort of. But this is the reckoning, the awakening, the clarity. This is about your life purpose. This is about you having to make that decision. You need to decide if this new start is right for you. That's what this whole reading is about. You need to get clear. Okay, get clear. Is this new start what you want? This is about your cosmic alignment so that you can manifest abundance and balance under this new Libra full moon. Okay, is this what you want? Is this what you want? Let's see what else we have. Judgment call, wake up call. Yeah, trusting. You got to trust. Oh, and there's the Chariot. Now, here's the thing with the Chariot. You'll notice the rabbits, which usually aren't just sitting around, are not moving. And that's just like we know with in tarot, the Judgment card. A lot of the times, decks, show that they're moving quickly and everything, and the Chariot, like fast moving energy and all that. And I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, traditional tarot, the Sphinxes are laying down. They're not actually moving. So this has to do more with like that inner self-control. This is about moving forward with discipline, not before you're ready, right? It's like, and card 7 can have to do with spirituality, spiritual awakening, the tests, the lessons that come along before you actually can, in fact, move forward. So what is in the way? Again, what's in the way of you taking action? And are you, make sure you're getting a higher perspective. That's what the Chariot is. They're up in the Chariot and they're getting a higher perspective over their what the next steps of their journey are. Okay, where do we go from here? And that's where some of you need to be. You need to be getting that higher perspective, like with the Judgment. And maybe you're bogged down in details and worries and doubts and fears. Get a second opinion, get someone else's opinion, run it past your friends or something, or people you trust. And if you don't have any, look and see what other people are doing online. Like try, how can you get this clarity? And for some of you, it's that alone time. It's needing to go within and really make time for that. All right, let's see here. That's what we have for the tarot portion. We're going to start getting some advice from Spirit now. Let's see, how can we stay high vibing? Let's see, how can we stay high vibing during this very big change? Say to yourself, it's easy to vibrate at my highest level. Every day I get better and better at it. This is going to help you get unstuck. When the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot come through, this is time to take action. This is like you needing to make a big decision here. That's exactly what this is. You deciding. I mean, the choice is yours. The choice is absolutely yours. It's the power of choosing. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I kind of like jotted that down because I feel like that's a very important point to make in the reading. Let's see, what else do we have? I want to know what's in the way of the choice. So we also have letters. So write a letter to your future self. What advice? That's how you get clear. Yes. What would you tell someone in your position, Libra? What would you tell your friend or someone else you care about? What questions would you ask them? What advice would you give them? That's how we get this Chariot to move forward because it wants to. We go from the 6, the Lovers, to 7, the Chariot, right? And again, you have that 10, the Wheel of Fortune, you have Judgment, all the way almost to the World. To what? And there also, I'm getting, we can't be skipping steps. All right, that's just one. Let's get one more of these lists. Okay, a list of love. Write a list of all the people who deeply love you. Think of the people who deeply love you. Feel the love. Okay. All right. And this doesn't have to be like current people. It could be over time. Like, was there even a guide, a teacher, a neighbor, a pet, who loves you, who did, who does. Or maybe you can write a list of, let's go. Sorry, I need to get a tarot card on it too with it. Let's see. Okay, yep. Then we have the Emperor. This is about you taking control and you realizing that you can choose to feel trapped, and you can choose to feel like the boss. This is about you being that amazing leader you are. Strategic planning, being grounded. Knowing, you have all this growth around the Emperor. The Emperor knows, everything the Emperor and the Empress touch like turns to gold, right? So you have this magic touch. You have this ability. It's incredible to me how many major arcana cards you have in this one reading. This is again though, but it's telling me, I said, oh, I want the Magician, or I would think, the Magician would be helpful. The Emperor is just as good because the Emperor is again that authority, that person who's in control, the planning. How are you going to make something happen? If you have Emperor energy coming into the reading, working with you during Aries season, now this is a card for Aries, then there's some things here that you're not seeing that you may have your back turned to. Okay. And that could be why this, you're not getting this like higher perspective that you would really benefit from. The Emperor knows when to make a move and when not to make a move. And, this also, they have the bunny here, just like, so many other cards in this deck have the bunnies, but it is about that movement. And maybe you're moving forward in unexpected ways. Maybe it's not a straight line. Maybe you're zigzagging like a rabbit. 28 days is important too, because this is a moon reading and you have all these rabbits that is connected to 28 days. Okay, I'm going to go to the Ted Andrews little animal speak pocket guide here. And let's see, what do we have for rabbit, bunny? Let's see. You have, let me just see here. And we are going to we'll get animal cards too, but definitely rabbit coming through for you. Wait, it says, look for fertile signs and use the lunar cycle. If unsure, wait. So the lunar cycle is 28 days. Answers will become clear within a month. Then movement is assured. So as I said before, you may not feel the energy yet. Like you might not feel this full moon energy yet. Give it a little time. Again, once, as I said, it won't be instant once Venus goes direct. And remember, this is all part of the eclipse season. And again, that's 6 months. So you might not see major progress right away. All right. But as far as getting started, I think you have enough to point yourself in the right direction. But for a lot of you, you're not necessarily knowing what the direction is like that you want to go. Okay. Now that's one thing. We'll try to get some clarity here. Maybe I feel as though there are some things blocking us. So let's see what's blocking us here. What could be blocking us from even moving forward, from making those important decisions? I mean, you are ready to make these big decisions. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready to bring this chariot forward here. Okay, so doing it the hard way here, bottom of the deck. So time to work smarter. You could be overwhelming yourself with work. So doing things the hard way instead of trying to find an easier way. Yeah. So that is the shadow side of the Emperor, is like micromanaging. Maybe that's something you're dealing with right now, or someone who's very domineering, and like a coldness, more of like a tyrant. And what you want is, you want to either be that Emperor or work for that Emperor, who's in the upright. But this is about finding ways that you can pursue success in a way that isn't going to strain or drain your energy. Okay, things that come easier to you will be the things you will find most success in. And generally we we do well at the things we enjoy, right? What else do we have here? Too many things at once. Again, some of you are just overwhelmed right now. There's too much going on. So focus on one thing. That's how we get this chariot to move forward. That's how you slip more into your Emperor energy, is focus on one thing. Do one thing, do it well. There may be too many things you're trying to do. Like if you own a business, you might be trying to offer too many services. Pick one or two and really focus on it, and be willing to be those new at something pages and nights. We don't just get to Emperor, like that, like overnight. So this doing too many things, delaying your success. It's inevitable that when you try to tackle too many things at once, something's not going to get attention. So choose one thing and go deeply in. All right. Unless you have, what is it? They have like 6 arms here. They've turned her into an insect. It's going to be hard to focus on too many things. I actually do want to get out one more deck. I didn't have it here, but I'm going to get out my success cards because I want to tune into entrepreneurial energy here. So entrepreneurial energy. Let's get a card on that. These are www.success.cards. This is a deck by John Uke. All right, let's see. Haven't used these in a while. So entrepreneur advice, like entrepreneurial advice. Oh, okay. We have commitment, card 9. And it says, in the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through perseverance. That's a quote by Buddha. Starting a business is a longer, harder road than most ever imagined. The greatest determiner of success will be your determination itself. So what would your life look like with and without this business, in both the best and the worst? So worst case scenario and then best case scenario. You also have 3, 4, 5 on the clock, by the way. That's moving forward. From the Empress, which is 3. So you're moving forward from a place of creativity, of being in the flow, of abundance. You're already in abundance. So be grateful for what it is you have in order to attract more abundance. Okay, that's another way to manifest. Okay, so next it says, so if you imagine your life with and without the business, best case, worst case, right? Now, what are your alternatives? Is there a better option? Is there something else that would make you happier? How much are you willing to sacrifice? If you decide that, yes, this is the path for me, are you willing to sacrifice all that you need to in order to really make it happen, in order to really grab that crown and be your own boss, be that Emperor? That's part of what's blocking this Emperor energy. What else could help entrepreneurs? Cost cutting, card 91. There's a quote by Warren Buffett. Do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. So first save, right? Okay, so increase profit margins by cutting costs while maintaining quality. So you're going to want to identify essential processes. Negotiate the best prices for materials, facilities, labor, reduce waste, reuse, reinvest in your business, set clear financial goals, use word of mouth for advertising, Invest in the skills of your employees and not in their number. So the skills, and you're focusing again on reduction of waste. Like that's, you know, I mean, it's kind of, it seems obvious, but this is some of the stuff that gets in the way. So ask yourself, are you making the most of your existing resources? Now, this doesn't have to just be for entrepreneurs. Are you making the most of your time, of your energy, in a relationship even, not even necessarily just business? How can you minimize marketing costs? Like, can you save money via remote work, relocating, outsourcing? And one more question for entrepreneurs. Which operational expenses can you cut? Which prices can you renegotiate or find new suppliers? So there's another card for entrepreneurs, okay? But I feel like it can apply to a variety of different settings, not just those owning a business. You know, like I said, that first one, the commitment and then the cost cutting, like, are you wasting resources? And are you really committed to this, you know, to whatever this is? Are you willing to give up, you know, your fancy coffee each day and make it at home so that you can invest that money into your little startup that you want to make a big success? Starts little, you know, but can the little things make a big difference? So anyway, those are some things. It could be something, you know, that's just one simple little example. What do we need to surrender to, please? What should we surrender to? Surrender to your full power again. That's just what's whole reading. Your life's calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. There it is. And I just said the little things make the big difference. And then we got a card about, you know, not playing it. Don't play it small. You can make little changes that make a big difference. That leads to, again, a big change. It could really impact your life. But some of you need to actually dream bigger. What else do we have? Because you're underestimating your own power. And maybe you've been underestimated. You know what? You can really show all those people who underestimated you. You can really stick it to them by succeeding. You know, I joke around sometimes and say, I've succeeded out of spite. You know, no, I've really done it for myself. You know, whatever we define success to be, my definition of success is different than yours. And that's why, you know what, this Five of Wands, all those opinions of everybody, who cares? Who cares? You know, yeah, it's nice to be liked, but is it really like, it's your life. Okay. Surrender to the magic of who you are. All right. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember, you are a magical being with uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. There's one of you, right? One of you. Anything else? Anything else here? Let's get a chakra insight card. This could give us some kind of like mantras almost, you know. So the chakra, divine chakra oracle. Divine chakra oracle. What do we need to know? Help us out, please. Oh, look, and there's a full moon on the back of the cards. Strength, there it is again. Surrender to your full power, right? There it is. And then you have strength, card 8, which would be the strength card in tarot. I trust myself. I let go of all that no longer serves me. I am independent and strong. I have a healthy body, mind, and spirit. There's your full moon manifestation mantra, if you will, or affirmation. Okay, repeating this affirmation might help you manifest, okay? Because again, I trust myself. I let go of all that no longer serves me. I'm independent and strong. I have a healthy body, mind, and spirit. You can add to that, but that might be a nice little, that could be one concrete way that you start manifesting during this full moon. All right. Another idea, you can find a quiet space, light a candle, do some deep breathing, connect to that Libra full moon energy. And again, repeat some affirmations that are going to align with whatever it is you want. I surrender to my full power. My life is calling me. I step into my full power rather than playing it small, right? As off, like playing off this card. I surrender to the magic of who I am. There is one of me. I fully embrace and love myself. Something to that effect. Okay. So, and then you make sure, in order to embrace the abundance, you want to make sure you thank the universe for the support, trust your desires are on the way, and embrace the energy of abundance in all aspects of your life. Now, I'll actually include that in the video description so that if you want to look into that, you can. All right. So there's often helpful information in the video description box, including how to become a member of this channel. And also the disclaimer, reminding you have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. Let's get another card here. Let's get I forget the name of this one. It's like Spirit Messages, I think. Spirit Messages by John Holland. What else do we need to know? Relationships. What do you know? This is perfect. Perfectly aligned for this Libra full moon. All about relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. And now I want to get a card, an Empath's Empowerment card by Judith Orloff. All the cards I use are in the description box too. All right. Take baby steps. Go slowly like the patient turtle. Do not try to rush or force anything. Baby steps are golden. That will lead you to your fondest goals. I've been saying this, right? The little things are going to make the big difference here for you. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed, okay? Try not to be overwhelmed. Let's actually get an animal medicine card. So whoa, okay, we have wolf here right on top, wolf. Oh, and you have tortoise. How funny is that? We just talked about turtle and now you have tortoise. So you have wolf power medicine. This is about belonging. Now, the wolf appears on the moon card, right? And the thing with wolves that I love is they have to do with initiation, but they also have to do with, you can either be part of a group or on your own. Either way, you're going to be fine, okay? So I feel free to be myself, and I use my unique qualities and abilities to create the life I dream of. Another moon affirmation, right? Here's another one. I'm intelligent and sensitive. I'm faithful, loyal, and aware that I am surrounded by my soul family. And they could be in spirit or in the 3D. So you may want to, look at that screen there to see it so you can say it yourself or something, or pause the video and say it now, get into that full moon energy ahead of time. Tortoise power medicine. This is about divine connection. I'm loving and kind. I lead by example. I believe in the divine power flowing through me and working for my highest good. I love everything I am, and I move forward with a calm heart, trusting that everything has a lesson for me. These are gorgeous, right? This is another deck by Britta Bowman. It's the Animal Medicine Oracle. There it is. I'm a big fan of Britta Bowman. Shout out if you're watching. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't know her. We don't have a partnership or anything, but I do have permission to photograph and video the decks, though. So I appreciate that very much. Which is good because I own almost like all of her decks. So almost all. I think I own all but like 3 or 2. I don't know. Anyway, like out of the last several years. So anyway, let's see. Let's get moon magic cards for you. A little more advice here. A little more advice. Okay, there's 1. I'm going to go for 3. Again, these are more like full moon affirmations. You may feel you resonate with some of them. I'm not getting another one. So I will persist. My will is strong. Awesome. Look at that. I will persist. My will is strong. That could be, the title of this video even for you. All right, let's get a guardian angel message. Britta Bowman again. Look at those edges. Look at that. All right. Oh, right here. Okay. Action. There it is. Oh my goodness. You just keep getting like hammered with the same message. Remember, it's not about changing the entire world all at once. Wow. Begin with yourself and your immediate surroundings. Small conscious actions set off a chain reaction. My goodness, Libra. How many times do we get the small ones? It's like, just take a little step. Just even if you just orient yourself to what it is you want. In other words, turn in that direction. Open yourself up for, messages, signs. Just turn in the direction of what's going to make you happy, right? And turning your back on whatever it is you want to close out during this, again, very powerful moon cycle that we're in. So that's what I have for you. I do hope this reading helped. I hope it resonated in some way. And if it did, please do like the video, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It does help. Any engagement would help, as far as that. Just get the videos out to those who need them. And it's a nice way to show gratitude, especially if you're here on a regular basis. It's good to express gratitude in some way, right? And just simple like can do that, or sharing the video with someone who might also appreciate it. Okay, so those are ways. And also, I do have memberships are open. You get bonus videos generally once a week. And you also get other little bonus perks. But it's only $3.99. It's less than $1 a week, as one of my awesome members pointed out, and very worth it. So maybe check me out there too. And of course, there is also that second channel, Mantic Mystic Messages, where you can check in with all your signs, because we are certainly more than our sun and our rising sign. And or our moon, whatever reason you're here, we may get a more complete picture if you tune into those videos. And it's also nice too to get a little indication of the week, because I am doing weekly readings over there on Saturday mornings Eastern Standard Time, and I do them Sunday mornings here, so that's Libra specific. But you could check those out for a little more of indication of what the week might bring you each week. And then I do monthly readings and collective readings, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, as well as collective readings in between for special occasions like full moons, or like Aries has a birthday reading, a birthday bonus that they had. So yeah, so just it might be worth checking that out too. And again, that's at Mantic Mystic Messages. It's a lot to say. That's why I hold up the paper. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you a very happy, awesome full moon and spring/autumn, wherever you are. Thanks so much for your support.